Hello. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I've taken a minute to catch up. Kristen BS. I lost my tablet, so running around the house trying to find it. I left it in the other room. Usually it is just sitting on my desk, and it never moves, but I moved it. And now I've moved it back. Alright. Let's get started, shall we? This one? Yes, that one. Alright, so I have been feeling poorly lately. I'm still got a little bit of a sore throat, but you know, whatever. I'll live. Yeah, I'm getting back into my game. I had made a to-do list, which is here. Ooh. And I added one thing offline that I didn't have on the last time I streamed, which I think was yesterday. I don't know. Days have been blurring together, as they usually do, because time isn't real, just our perception. So I've moved this to the top of the list because this is the thing that I want to work on first, and it is removing the head. So basically, I want the ability to, you know, when you find the body picks the head up and puts it on, which I already have in there, and then I'm going to add a key bind that allows you to, oh, there's a weird hair on my mic, sorry. It's like tickling my face. What is happening? Something's happening with my internets. I don't know what's going on. Is my stream still healthy? Appears to be. Sorry, I'm getting weird errors from my second screen, which you cannot see. But anyways, I'm going to add this this head code, removing the head. So I need to add a few things. So let's go ahead and jump in to the code. Why does it always start on this screen? I wanted to start on the other screen. Please. Go over there. So I need to add a few things, right? I need to add a I don't need to add it here. Like, what is this? What is this script I'm looking at? I don't recognize this. Where did this come from? Is the viewport script that I had added to make it pixel perfect, and I had forgotten about it. So it's not in the platform controller, but I have these inputs, right? So I have these interact inputs, jump, move right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a crouch. I'm going to call it input crouch. Keep up with your code comments. Code cleanliness is next to code godliness, I guess. No. Is that a thing? That's something people say, right? I don't know. anyways, so I added this crouch variable to the project settings under input map. So you can see I have the move left, so I have the left button and A, so you can do A and D, or you can use your arrow buttons. You have space and interact, which is enter. And now I'm going to add a new one, call it crouch. And I'm going to add a new, okay, I'm going to use shift for now. Shift or shift physical or shift Unicode. Okay, shift physical. Close. All right, I don't know what shift Unicode means. I feel like I should probably understand that. Oh, this music got weird. Get out of here. Yeah. Shift physical or shift Unicode. Google, help me, Google. What does this mean? Okay, so if for whatever reason this U21E7 gets passed to the input, it will crouch. Okay. Eventually I am going to add controller input for all of this as well. But for now, I'm going to stick with keyboard bindings for now, just while I'm testing it. And then once I have all of the keys that I want to do, all of the controls that I want to have in the game, then I'll start figuring out which buttons to go on the controller, because, I mean, I'm just doing this based on what makes sense to me. I don't know if there's, like, you know, standards for this type of thing, but just where my hand is placed on the keyboard. So like I can control everything in the game right now. Did it fail? Nope, it's doing it. I'm just getting impatient. I can control everything with one hand right now, which is nice. Except for the interact button. Maybe I should move the interact button to something else, maybe like C. I don't like using control, like the control button. Maybe F? F. Yes, F to interact. And I don't want the interact button to be what takes the head off, because I want you to be able to walk around with the body on and interact with things, and then choose when to remove the head, right? So, alright, so crouch. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put in a new function for this, right? Because it feels like this input event function is getting long, and I know I'm gonna have to refactor this at some point to get rid of these like animation states, because I want to put that in a state machine, but for the now I'm just going to make a new if at the very bottom. If input dot is action just pressed crouch. I'm going to do, so I'm going to add a new function down here. Bonk. This is a function that I want to be able to call, so I don't think I want to use these underscore. So I want to do something like this. Func. Dismount. Body. Did not use an underscore. You can't, got my screen in my way. Can't see. So I don't think I'm going to pass any parameters to this right now. I think I'm just going to have it be a function that does a thing and just doesn't, might return something. What would it return? Because I don't know if it needs to return anything. I don't think it needs to return anything. Oh, and I don't want this to be... I want it to be input crouch. I don't want it to be the string, literal. I'm just going to say dismount body. Alright, so now we're going to do some stuff. So... we need a few things, right? We need to add a reference. We have a reference to the animation player already, but what we don't have is a reference to the body. We're actually going to call this body animation player. In this, I'm actually going to rename. Can I refactor this? Nope. So I'm going to search for animation player. How do I replace? Is it Control R? There we go. I'm gonna call it head. This mess. And just replace all and get rid of this extra head. So now we have two animation players, right? So to click on this, we should see this animation player. Oh, it's failing on something. Oh, right, I need to do the... Alright, so the head animation player dot play. What do I want to play? Oh. I'm just gonna have it roll a little bit for now, just to show that it's doing something. Make sure I didn't break anything. Oh, cannot play on null value. So it lost its reference to the head animation player because I changed the variable name. So I need to go in here. And while I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the body animation player. Okay. Let's try that again. E. So E. So he can kind of just roll his head around a little bit. So that's not everything that I want to do. What I also want to do is make the body kind of collapse back down. I want it to tell, you know, whenever I crouch, the head's going to spin, and then the body is going to fall back down. So I need to add, if I go into this body animation player, I'm going to add a new animation and call it fall. I'm using the underscore front bits here because I want to have a way that you could fall either left and to the right or to the front. So I'm defaulting to front for right now, but I'm going to add in a left animation and a right animation so that sometimes you can kind of fall down to the right or left depending on which way you're facing in the game. Or front if you're facing forward. So I want to say bitbody. I want to say frame, and I'm going to make this, I'm going to be lazy, and I'm going to just use the same frames that I already have for the standing animation, but I'm just going to like skip some frames, so it'll be a much quicker, I'll go in reverse and have it be a much quicker animation. So let's go to animation. Let's actually see what we're doing here. So right now it's on frame 1. Oh, it's on frame 0. So if we go back to this 10th frame, we'll just key that, have that be 0. What? It'll be 0. Okay. And then we can kind of just so I don't want, I want to skip all of those other frames for when he's throwing his head up, and I'm just gonna skip straight to this kind of bending over one. Right. So look for the frame. This one. Okay. And then this one. So this is a much shorter animation. It should be much quicker. It should just fall out from underneath you when you hit crouch. So it's only half a second. He just kind of sits down. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Let's go back to this dismount body function that we added. I'm going to say body animation player play ball front. So the next thing we want to do is we want to detach the body from the we want to detach the body. We want to because right now we want to reparent it, and we want to re-enable the enactor. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to add a new function to this. Oops, there's not supposed to be a space there. So, actually, now that I'm doing this, I don't even need to, because I already have the body animation and the head animation in here. I can just, I can hand it this body, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say controller script dot body. Interesting. Okay, so now I need to go give it a body. Let's go into this controller script. So we don't even want this. That's not good. We don't want this. We're going to say get out of here. We're just going to say body. And this is going to be a sprite 2D, or do we want to make it the interactable? We want it to be the interactable, so it's going to be an area 2D. Right? I'll put a little if in here. If body dot exists. That doesn't appear to be a thing. Just say if body. Hopefully that does the thing. And then we're going to say body dot right? We go body back here. Now we're calling this fall function. There's a problem. Yes, I'm aware that I haven't filled out my function. Chill. All right. So we're going to say, we're actually going to make an onReady. Var this parent node 2D equals get parent. And we don't need that anymore because we're going to be using this parent a lot. Parent. So I think I want to get main. But I don't know how to get this main because I just want to basically pull the parent out. So let's go to Google. Godot. Reparent. Main. Godot. Get main. Get tree, get root, get node. In the ready function. Why does it have to be in the ready function? That works. Let's try that. So it's going to reparent it. It's going to say body layer dot lay. Let's actually rename this body. And replace this with body stand name. Before I do this and lose the information that I already have in here, I'm just going to grab this. So we're going to say body anim name, replace all, head, cup, name, nope. All right, so now we have a stand name, and we're going to say we also want a fall name. And I'm putting these in as variables because like I said before, I want to have the ability to have different falling animations depending on the direction that the player is facing. Let's dismount. Name. We're just going to say roll right for now. Because I haven't really thought about what... I guess I could make him like roll and jump a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Because that's an easy animation, right? Because we can just go into this head animation and then go to roll right, and we can just kind Can I duplicate this animation? Duplicate. And we're going to say dismount. So what we'll do is we'll just add a track, property track, and we'll say the platform controller position. How did I do this for the yeah, that one. Oh, you know what? We don't want it to be the platform controller. That's right. This off. We want it to be on the bit head, right? And right now, if I go into the bit head, it is at 0. But if I look at the pick up front, it goes where it's going to be resting is this -61. So that's where we want to start. Let's go to dismount. We'll insert a key, put it to 0, and we're going to say -61. That's where we're going to start. And we could just, I think, can I select all of these? I don't know if I can copy these to separate. You know what I can do? Can I? I don't want to enable onion skinning. I want to duplicate this track to another animation. Google help. Help, Google. Edit. Copy tracks. Wait, so you click on the frame field and you can edit the path. What? That makes no sense. Aha. I don't get it. I'll just do it manually. I mean, because I can't right click it, right? Duplicate keys. No. Don't see a way. What happens if I edit? Oh, copy tracks. Copy. Whoa. Dismount. Edit. Paste tracks. Hey, okay. We're getting there. I'm learning. Alright, so right now what this is going to do is it's going to follow the same animation, right? And I don't want it to follow the same animation, because it's going to go up really high. I don't want it to do that. So what I want it to do is I want to have this be the final animation, and this be the first animation, and I kind of want to just delete. Oh no. Can I just use the delete key? Can't. I want to see if there's a faster way to do this, because right now, so this is on time point 7. Now, what I really want to do is just kind of tween these. Can I tween these? Let's just see what happens. Right? Yeah. Broke immediately. What's it complaining about? Is it in this? Is it because this doesn't have a animation player? I don't think we need to assign the body just yet. Ah! The body disappeared. The body's just gone. It no longer exists. Okay, so that did not work the way I wanted it to. So I think the reason it disappeared is because I reparented the bit body, right? But I didn't tell it where to stay. I didn't tell it where to go, so it just went to 0, 0 or whatever. So let's go to body. And we're going to say the opposite of this. Oh, and I didn't even tell it what to play. Derp-a-derp. I'm going to say body file name. I'm going to tell the head to do the head animation too. Let me call this one. Cool. So I want this to be set to that. Alright, let's give that a try. Why is he slightly off the ground? Oh, he goes down a little bit. But again, the body disappears. Oh, interesting. Where did the body go? That's funny. Okay. So it only seems to animate. It shouldn't be. The animation seems like it's not going far enough down. What is this? Should be 0. Guess I should be there, huh? All right. Let's tell it that it's interacting with something. We're going to wait for this animation to finish. I kind of want this to be shorter. Also, I need to fix this. Why is that so high? Shouldn't it be falling to the ground? It does, okay. Oh. That's interesting. I think I have it set to loop. It will never stop falling. You fix that. Where is that? Where's the loop? Turn loop off. What does that mean? Does it go back and forth? I want to see what that does. It just bounces back and forth. Okay, good to know. So it's a type of loop, but it just reverses itself. So no loop. Right, so now it should work. It is a little slow. Brink. Oh, but now... Right. So now it thinks it's not rolling. Let's go back in the body script. And then okay. And we want to say true here. If I can spell. gotta figure out where that body goes. Because it's not supposed to do that. Oh, and I also have to reset the interesting. I have to because it's now bouncing as if it had a body. It has the same jump height as the body. Okay. I don't like these magic numbers being in here, in the middle of my code. I kind of want to put them as defaults, right? So what we can do export var body. Hi Andy, how you doing? I am making a game. Body X jump. We're gonna set this to a. Can I do int? Can. We're gonna set this to 200. What's my game about? It is about a little robot that gathers upgrades and is able to do new things. So let me just finish this real quick. It's just a little platformer game. Body jump. Okay, so I want this to actually be a float. Let me walk you through it real quick. Just want to finish my thought. Alright, so this is what I have so far. It is very, very bare bones, but I have a little head, little robot head. He can't jump very high. He's very, very little boy. And then he goes and gets a body. Body throws it up. And now I still need to work on the animations for the body walking, but you can see that the body can jump much higher now. And what I'm working on right now is having the head jump back off the body. For some reason the body disappears. I'm trying to figure out why. But basically, yeah, I'm gonna have it to where, oh, and that should not be accessible while you're rolling. But yeah, in progress, work in progress, still figuring things out. I'm actually learning Aseprite and Godot to do this. So I did the animations in Aseprite. So this little head animations. And thanks, I will keep it up. Here's a little body animation that I did in Aseprite. So I did all the animation myself, and I'm currently working on the coding. And I'm trying to make this a little less janky. Alright, so I need to, hey Leather, this is GD script, which is very similar to Python, with its own special interesting things. It's kind of like a combination of Python and Objective-C. Or not Objective-C, C#. So I need to go grab the default max and stuff. So this should be 50, should be 10, this should be 0.2. Popcorn things. What are you doing? Why did your message get retracted? Hi Dinosaur, I am making a platformer. It's called BitBot. And this is what I got so far. I'm trying to make it better. So I don't want this to be body max jump, I want it to be head max jump. Why did I choose Godot to make the game? I used to work, I've used Unity before, and I kind of got fed up with Unity's, I don't know, Unity has issues, and I wanted to try a new engine, and Godot seemed like a promising, fun engine for 2D stuff. Had a lot of features that I wanted, so yeah. Thank you for not judging me, Dining Sock, and good luck on the cybersecurity. I don't know why you ended up here, but I know very little about cybersecurity. Particle system, I don't know. I'm just learning. I know very little about Godot. I'm figuring it out as I go. I have a feeling that someone's made a particle system. So one thing that Godot does have that is very similar to Unity is this asset library, and I'm sure I can look for particles. And somebody has one. Fancy particles, Kinney particles. You got fed up with Godot? Well, okay. Sure. I mean, everyone has their own path, I guess. I'm just more, I'm very into open source stuff. I appreciate it when people make tools for free and give it out to the internet and just see what people make out of it. And you know, this is something that the Godot community is constantly trying to improve. So with Unity, you're kind of stuck with whatever the Unity devs decide to do, right? And you have some voice, but it's usually not much of one. But if you want to go in and actually change Godot, you can actually go into the code source and, you know, start adding your contributions to the code. I mean, if you're really fed up with it, I mean, that's one thing that Godot has over Unity, is that you could go in and contribute to the code. The crowning achievement is a default Unity cube with Obama textures. Yes, that is, yeah, you're doing it. You're making it happen. Proud of you. Let's see if that jump has been fixed now. Okay, yeah, back to normal jump height. But the body is still gone, and I can still dismount a body that doesn't exist, so that is a problem. We'll fix that. Oh, I have that open. I don't need that open. I have done some 3D stuff. I've worked in Blender, so I have a website. It's down there somewhere, in one of the links somewhere, I'm sure. It's called matchajojo.games. Has a little loading symbol because it too is a video game. But if you go over to my portfolio here, yes, Blender Degenerate. I have some 3D models. Most of these were made for a game that I was working on in Unity that kind of I stopped working on because I realized it was a much more ambitious project than I probably could handle on my own. And I'm just like a hobby deb. I just do things for fun. I made some things. I made a little burb. So I have done some 3D stuff. How did I animate that? It took a very long time to animate that. The elephant ear thing. I drew it. So I initially thought that I was going to be making a 2D game, and I ended up drawing each of those leaves like blooming or growing as a flat image, and then I didn't like it, so I was like, well, let me try doing it in 3D, and so I did it in 3D based off of the images that I'd already drawn, and it came out really well. It just took forever. It took a really long time. So I want to go back to the body. No, I want to go to platform controller and say if body and not rolling. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Leather. Appreciate you. Blender modeling, but I still need to learn how to texture stuff and animate it. Yeah, I think Blender is in a very similar place to Godot, or it's actually probably further along than Godot in that, you know, it's free, it's open source, anyone can contribute to it, but it's also gotten to the point where everyone uses it, right? And it's really like a standard across animation and modeling. And I think that's where Godot is headed if people start using it and start adding to it. But yeah, learning to texture and animate, those do take a really long time. Sculpting things is probably the quickest thing that you can pick up in Blender, right? Just making little shapes and putting them together and making them look like things. But then when you start trying to actually make them look realistic, that's when it gets more difficult for sure. Let's see if that fixes the dismount issue. I still got to figure out what's happening to this. Okay, I can no longer dismount without a body. Cool. Where is this body going? So I'm reparenting to the root, the first child, which should be this, right? This is the first child. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna learn how to debug stuff. Is it print debug dot position? Let's see where that goes. All right. So we hop on our little body, move around. Oh, it didn't like that. Dialog manager .gd. What? So it thinks the first child is the dialogue manager? Where even is the I don't even see a dialogue manager in here. I am so confused. I don't know. All right, what do we? Let's try .name. Let's see if we can get the name of this element. Oh, thanks for the subscribe. Yes, thanks for the subscribe, Dining Sock. Appreciate you. All right, so debugger. It did not tell me the name. Where does the console, where does it spit things out? Where did my thingy go? Godot. Print debug. Wait, is this dialogue manager? I don't even know where the console is. I am so lost. This is how new to this I am. Output. Here we go. So for whatever reason, instead of the first child being the main, the first child is dialogue manager. What? All right, so let's change this to 1. Oh, I turned numlock off. What's the second child? Work this out. Global viewpoint manager. Oh, right. These are the auto load things. So this is the first thing, this is the second thing. So the main should be the third. Oh boy, this is annoying. So what I'm actually going to do is, instead of reparenting it to the main, trying to reparent it to the main, I'm just going to get the parent of the platform controller. So I am going to say platformer controller dot get parent. Let's see if that works. Oh, okay. So it moved it down, which is not what I meant for it to do. But it didn't disappear this time, which is better than what I had it doing before. So let's just get rid of this position thing. I think I can just leave the position alone. And it'll retain wherever it is right now. Let's find out. Oh. His head was on sideways. Alright. Nice. So that's exactly what I wanted it to do. So now... Okay, so now I can't interact with it anymore. So I've destroyed this body and I can no longer use it. Sag. I need to re-enable the interactor. Let's try that. Let's give that a go. Alright. I crouch, and we fall off, and I can get back on. So what's interesting is that I'm going behind the dude now, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the Z index for the bit body to be -1. Beep. Alright. Nope, that didn't work. How do I get you to not be in front of my dude? Oh, you know what? I don't think I confirmed that change. Hey, there we go. Perfect. That's a bug. Okay. So if I type this upside down. If I start moving before the animation finishes, it interrupts the animation, which is hilarious. I need to fix that bug. Also, if I if that happens, like, oh wow, that just really doesn't. It's so broken. Okay. How do I fix that? I don't even know. So that's probably in the platform controller, right? And I think this has to do with the animations being called if rolling and not sure. You know what? I'm going to do it further up. I'm going to say if is talking or is interacting. And that'll make it to where you can't jump, you can't move, you can't do anything. You can only interact, I guess. Try that. Yep, I tried to move while it was animating. Oh. So I think that one's actually fine. But I do want to speed up the dismount. Animation. It's a little slow. Which is under the head animation player. So I think I'm just going to... Can I set this to be... 0.05? Is that acceptable? Can I have all the frames just be faster? 0.1? Oh. 1. Oops. 0.15. I wonder if there's like a way that I can increase the animation speed or something, instead of having to change each one of these manually. I'm sure there is. Why am I failing? 0.25. Why you no work? 0.25. There we go. Then 0.35. We'll move this to 0.4. So it should take half as long to dismount. Oh, that looked good. Oh no! So I tried to call this. I think that's because I didn't. Not sure why that happened. See if I can recreate it. There it goes. Alright. I think it's because I was just pushing a bunch of buttons very quickly. I'm going to say Godot. Check your function access. It seems like there we go. And actionable 0, what was it? Has method. There we go. It's kind of a janky way of doing it, but I think it should fix it. Nice. I almost want him to jump off a little bit, right? Because right now he just looks like he's floating down. But I kind of want it to be like a little bit of a hop off. Yeah, so we'll give him a little bit of a bump up, and then he can drop back down. So it looks like he's jumping. And the jump should be, and it should be much shorter. It should be very short. I think I'm going to make it 0.2. The whole interaction. So let's go back to funds, hit animation. So this whole thing should go back to 0.2. And then we're not going to be able to fit all of these frames in there. I think I'm just going to get rid of this. Key. So it's going to be negative at 61 to start. And it's going to go up. Let's actually look at the pickup to see how high it goes. Negative 77, negative 87. Yeah, let's go to negative 87. Dismount. Insert key. Negative. Oops. All right. Got a little thing, pops it up, jump off. Interesting. It thinks that the animation is taking longer than it is, which is probably my fault. Where is this? Dismount. This doesn't take 0.8, it takes 0.2. Look at him plops down. Yeah, okay. Oh no. That's interesting. Alright. So this is a problem actually, is if I dismount that did not fix my issue. How am I doing this on the body? Dot disabled equals true. Okay, I like it. How did that happen? That's okay. That's a problem. I think what happened is I pressed shift while I was jumping, right? So So if I press shift, yeah, that's all the way up there. And I can never get my body back because it doesn't fall. It doesn't have gravity because I'm unparenting it. So I need to give it an ability to have gravity. Which is part of the platformer controller 2D script. I'm pretty sure. Get out of here. Because this has a platform controller and a character body 2D. So do I just need to make this a child of a character body 2D? Let's try that. I can move this up. What are you complaining about? There's no shape. Okay. I will add a collider. I'm going to make a convex polygon. How do make convex polygon? Why is it all the way up there? Oh, you know what? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to give it a rectangle. I don't understand the convex polygon shape, so rectangle shape. (32 by 32). Perfect. Let's give that a thing. So now I can't, like I can't go in front of it anymore. Whoa. That did something weird. What is even there? I don't get it. Alright, so I think it's because this is inside of that. We don't want that to be inside of that. We want it to be like that. Interesting. Whee! I don't know what's happening. I have broken everything. I think this is happening because I have two character body 2Ds in a single object, which I don't want. And it's colliding with itself. Let's go back here. What happens if we just take off if we just disable the collider as well? So we're gonna call it collider. Why did I do that? Alright, let's see if this works. So I can't. I might want to make that collider slightly smaller, actually. See, now it's off because the head was higher up than it was before. That's dumb. Okay. And now the body's in the ground. That's weird. I wonder if I can... No, it still puts it way up there. I don't get it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the collider immediately. Oh, it's because the parent's kind of floating. That looks right. But if I jump on top of it... Oh, it does work. Okay, so I just needed to disable the... It's an order of operations situation. Now I can't jump. Okay. Okay. So I just need to get rid of the collider before I try to move the dude. Okay. I dig it. So that's a little weird. As soon as I jump off, if I hold the button to go right while jumping off, the animation doesn't kick back in. I think this goes back to my idea of wanting to have a animation state machine that kind of controls what animations should be playing. I have to give that a think. Like, that's going to be not a major refactor because I don't have a whole lot of code right now, but it's going to be enough that it's going to be... I have to do it right, otherwise I'm going to mess a lot of things up and lose track of things. But I think for now, I did one checkbox in my list of to-dos, which was to add the remove head code. I've done that. So the next thing I want to do is add a running animation, and then I'll start thinking about the the state machine. But for now, I'm going to take a quick break because I've been going for almost 2 hours, hour and 40 minutes, something like that. And I need to get up out of my chair and move around so my body doesn't get stuck in this position. So I will be right back. Hello, I have returned. Sorry that took so long. I was having a fight with my soda stream. It was a long, arduous battle, but I won out in the end. Right, what was I doing? I've got the... I really don't want... I don't like... well... I don't like the idea of having this be an object that you have to like... Also, it's like a pixel off the ground. So I gotta fix that. Why does it do that? So there's a couple things I don't like about this right now. Is that I don't like this being something that you have to like jump around and like interact with. I want to be able to just roll past it. So can I just put that on another layer? No, because then the problem is that when it if I dismount while I'm jumping, oh, it just stays up there anyways. I didn't even fix the issue that I wanted to fix. Alright, well, I gotta fix that. Alright, how do I get this thing to actually have... I don't know enough about character body 2D to know what I'm looking at. So why is this up direction -0, -1? Slide on ceiling? I don't know what that means. During a jump against the ceiling, the body will slide. If false, it will be stopped and will fall vertically. I don't think this is going to change anything. Yeah, that still doesn't do anything, so I'll leave that alone. Stop on slope. If true, the body will not slide on slopes when calling move and slide. Standing still. So I think I need to have some kind of script in here, similar to the platform controller 2D, that tells it when it's grounded, right? Yep. Is ground jumpable? I kind of want to just have a script that tells it to fall when it's in the air. Google help. Godot. So what does this extend? This extends character body 2D. Does this have a gravity? Oh, this is complicated. Go look at the acid. So we can say gravity. Okay. Category 2D tools. I kind of just want to have something that Godot 2D falling object. How to create falling platforms. I don't want to watch a video.
You will learn how to create platforms that fall.
Shush. Don't care. Godot 2D physics. Physics introduction. Let's go to the very beginning. Collision objects, area 2D, static body, rigid body, character body. Okay. So I don't want a character body. I think I want a rigid body 2D. Can I change what this is? Change type. Here we go. So we want to do rigid body 2D. I'm going to rename it Oh, it just fell. It's not what I want. So I want to lock rotation. What happens if I just tell it to freeze? Something going on in my stream? No? It's fine. But I can enter sleep mode where there is no movement. Oh, so I can tell it to sleep. Will not move and not calculate forces until woken up by another body through, for example, a collision. Okay. So what I can do, I think I have an idea for this. So we're going to say this parent dot sleeping equals true. Let's try that. Nope. It disappeared. Body's gone forever. So it does fall. Maybe I need to do it before I disable the collider. Nope. That's not doing what I want it to do. Alright, so sleeping, maybe not. What other options we got? We got freeze. Gravity and forces are not applied anymore. See freeze mode. Body's freeze mode can be used to set the body's behavior when freeze is enabled. Animatable body instead. So static body freeze mode. Body is not affected by gravity and forces. It can only be moved by user code and doesn't collide with other bodies along its path. Interesting. Similar to freeze mode static, but collides with other bodies along its path when moved. Let's try that. Oh wait, I need to... So I need to do this parent dot freeze equals true. Okay. Through the floor. Now the opposite problem. So I'm going to move this up. Let's try that. Hey, cool. Why does it do that? Why does it shove me off? That was weird. And that looks right. It's like, It's like shoving me to the side. This definitely isn't working the way I want it to. Physics is hard. So what I think I actually want to do is for this head animation to not... It does need to move that, but I don't want to move it up. I want to move the platformer controller position it's going to start at 0. Oh, right. Balls. I don't want to do that. Go away. I could just tell it to jump. I'm already telling the controller to do something. So if I do the input jump, I could just tell it to jump. Let's just try that. See what happens. That's extremely not right. Does it do that every time? Why does it shove me off to the right there? I don't want it to shove me off. I think it's because it's colliding. Right? Oops. Still shoves me to the right. It's like, no, get out of here. And if I'm standing next to a wall and I do that, oh. Interesting. Doesn't seem to have a problem with that anymore. But here's the question. A, it fell, which is what I wanted it to do. I just don't want it to shove me off. I think it has to do with the collisions. That's not the worst thing. Oops. Let's do that. Because I'm not unfreezing it until after the animation. So it shouldn't move. Interesting. So it only shunts me off once the animation's done now. But like it does what I want it to. What if I do something dumb? Let's do something dumb. Let's change this collision shape to be just like a tiny 1 pixel. Nope, wrong one. It'll be 32 wide, but it'll be 1 pixel tall. And it's gonna be like on the floor. What does that do? It's not really noticeable. Okay. If I jump off while it's... Oh, and now it landed on me. Okay, so that's a problem. Excuse me. What's kind of weird is that I can't really move. And it's still like a pixel off the ground too. What if I move it up a pixel? 46. Nope. 46. Now it looks like it's kind of sitting in the ground a little bit. So here's the problem. Oh. That's still an issue. If you land on your own head, you get stuck. What I really want to do is it just falls through and doesn't interact with the body at all, with the head at all. What happens if I make it a circle? Or capsule? try circle. Radius of 1 pixel. This is so dumb. Because I want it to fall. It's still stuck in me. Okay. But I think that's because this platform controller... No, it's a circle too. You know what? Why don't I just make it really light? What would that do? Thunk. I kind of bump over it a little bit when I'm rolling. This is fine. All right. I don't know how to fix this. I could almost move it. Why is it moving that way? What if I make this like 50 friction? I'll make this 0 friction. Doesn't help. No, it just fell through the world. All right, that's not doing what I wanted to. So changing this to a circle didn't really help. So let's put it back to a rectangle. Make it 32 wide by 1 tall. And I think what I want to do is, instead of making this rigid body, the bit body z index to be -1, make this 0. Actually, I'm going to make it 1. And I'm going to make the bit head a 2. Ordering z index 2. So that way the feet, even when it's down a pixel, you can still see the outline of the feet on the ground. Whoa. Excuse me? What did I change? Was it this friction 0? Is that the problem? Yeah, it's much faster now. Put it back up to 100. Better. I think that should actually be the head. The end animation for the head should be um, 60 instead of 61, because it looks like it's like floating just a little bit now. What the hell? Yeah, it looks better. Excuse me. Well, that's awkward. So if we're like right on the edge here, I know it's like really far into his chest. Yeah, it's fine. It's like slightly off. All right. I think there's an order of operations issue with the body script, so I think interacting true. That was weird noise. Controller script. You're doing stuff you shouldn't be. Basically need to tell it to not do anything. I need to tell it how to stop. Stop moving. How to tell it to stop moving. I guess I could just say It's kind of a hacky way of doing it, but input dot is action press input left. Because I don't have that input left in this, and I don't really want to. So what I'm going to do... What did I just do? How did I do that? Input left. So I'm going to say controller script dot input left. This is a hacky way of doing it, and I don't... it doesn't want me to do it. Is there a way to just disable input dot... Can I tell it to just ignore input? What does cancel free do? Will reject being freed. No, I don't do that. Can I just tell it to disconnect? Is that acceptable? Disconnects the signal from a given call. If the connection does not exist, it generates an error. No, that's not what I want to do either. Google help. Google help me. Didn't mean to do that. So do I just put a return on this? Will that fix it? Yeah, you fixed that. Keep forgetting about it. U 0. Nope, that did not fix it. What if we move this up here? Oops. That did seem to work. Alright, and I have an idea for how to fix the weird so right before the pickup, it plays idle. This will get fixed with when I put in a state machine, but like so that way the head's at the top. So if I do that, didn't do it. That is the name of the thing, right? Idle? Yeah. Gosh dang it. I thought I fixed that. It's like, it's a little bit off. So I know how to fix the little bit off thing. That's pretty straightforward. Right? All we have to do is at the end of this is say this parent dot position equals 0. So I have to do new vector 2 syntax. I didn't need the new keyword, that was the problem. Okay. Okay, so it shouldn't be 0, 0. It should be 0. So we're just resetting. Okay, interesting. Yep, alright, it fixes it. It aligns the head with the body now, which is good. The problem is, if I'm rolling, it doesn't... Can I just tell it to stop? Play. Now, as long as I'm holding the key, it doesn't want to let go. It's a minor bug, but it's bothering me. And I don't know how to fix it. I know what I can do. I can go into this head animation player. I can go into the pickup front. I can add a track. Property track. Bit head. Frame. insert key. And have that be 0. How do I keep undoing the num lock? I must be fat fingering it every time I hit backspace. That should do it. That should fix it. Oh no. God, how does that keep happening? Why is it like that? Hey, there we go. I dig it. Cool. Looks good. All right, now let's do what I wanted to do, which is to work on the animation, right? The running animation. And I'll be honest with you, I spent an amount of time that I didn't keep track of it, but I should have. But I spent a while trying to do what my son did. So he made this movie using his little stick bot thingies. And it's not perfect, right? But it gets the idea across, right, of what the animation should look like for when he puts on his little head. And I spent a ridiculous amount of time, more time than I should have, trying to do the same thing for the running animation. But the thing kept falling over and it didn't line up right and it looked weird, and I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do. So what I've decided to do is I already have a running animation somewhere. I think it's in my Google Drive. Pixel art. Oh, so many old projects that I just haven't done anything with. It's not Rogue. Did I have them under Barbarian? Barb. Yeah. So I have this run right GIF. Open. Gimp, why are you so slow? Please, Gimp. Please open. Of course, it opens on the wrong freaking screen, so you can't even see what I'm doing. Waiting for a photo manipulation program to load. And it loaded like 5 times. Lovely. Alright. Well, GIMP's loaded now. Pop, pop. So we have this, right? I'm just gonna... This looks like absolute ass right now, but... That looks like worse ass. None. Skip. But if I go into filters, animation, playback. Get our little thingy here. Right? And this is a little running animation. You can also see it at the bottom of the screen, down here-ish, down over here. Anyways, I spent an amount of time, several streams, making this, and I think it looks good. And I'm probably never going to use this animation for anything other than have a little running dude at the bottom of my streams from now on, because this the game that I wanted to use this for, which had a working title of Arrhythmia, was a 2D Souls-like rhythm hack and slash game that like I never got anywhere with. Like I made a bunch of art, but like the code, I made this little house for it. I'm just gonna show this stuff off because I spent a lot of time working on this, and it just didn't do anything. I just didn't do anything with it because the code was beyond my skills at the time. It still probably is. Show off the little house. What's all this? God, I made so many layers. Anyways, so there's a little dude for scale. Yeah, I made this cool little like home base for it. I made, get out of here. I made a basic character for another type of either character in the game or another playable character. I hadn't decided yet. I had like character designs. I had so much stuff. I had a little spider. Did I actually do this? What is this? No, I didn't actually do the spider. I didn't actually do the Dargon either, did I? What do I have in here? There's gonna be dragons. There's gonna be dragons. Yeah, I did like a half of a sketch for the dragon. Nothing. Anyways, I did do a wolf too. I did a wolf. I'll just open the ping. This is on my website. I like that character, that art style. It was very cool. But I haven't done anything with it. And I'm probably never going to. If I do, it'll be far enough in the future that doesn't really, it's functionally infinite from now, I guess. Far enough away that it doesn't affect my life at all. But what I'm trying to get to is I have this great running animation that I spend a lot of time on, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to base the BitBot running animation on. So I'm basically going to take all the interesting shading and, you know, cloth movement and muscle movement and things from this out and just turn it into a little robot body running. Because why not? Why didn't this open? Yeah. So I did see in Aseprite there was a little, so I'm gonna, I almost want to make a new scene. How do I do that? Layer, sprite, view. What's advanced mode? How is that advanced mode? That's just hiding some of your tools. I don't understand. because I want... I guess I can just keep adding new frames, right? I can keep adding frames, and that won't affect anything. Because as long as the first 11 frames are the stand-up frame, then, or stand-up animation, then it'll still work, right? So I guess I can import I'm just going to open the GIF. So I've got 8 frames. And it looks great. I love it. And we're going to use these as like reference images, right? So we're just going to copy and new frame. Whoa. I don't want to... Alright, I'm going to make a new layer. Oh, it made it interesting. Okay. So I need to like scale this up a little bit. There's a few things I need to do. I need to get rid of this shadow, which is stupid. And I need to make it to where it is roughly the same scale. Right now it's about 3/4 as big as it needs to be. Maybe. Yeah. Roughly 3/4. So remove this. And I'm going to scale this. Sprite size. Percentage. 150. That was interesting. It did some weird stuff. Sprite size. 115. Sure. So I think the head's going to be here, right? And it's a big old head. So we got to kind of line that up. I think I want this layer to be below layer 1. Okay. Zoom in. All right. Well, how is it? think I'm going to take a quick break, go to the bathroom, and then I'll come back and do this in a minute. Burp. have returned. Where's my stuff? Okay, let's get back into this. Oh. Let's see. So I almost don't, I want to do the non-shaded version first, right? So I kind of don't want to have, I don't want to just move these pieces around. I guess we'll start with the outline color. We'll do a little circle thingy. Oh, erasing the wrong layer. Need this to be bigger. What? No. How do I make the eraser bigger? Go away. All of you. Get out of here. So, I was doing a... What? What about video games? The song has gotten... It distracted me. The song distracted me. Anyways, let's just do... How big are these shoulders? How do make smaller? Keyboard shortcuts help me, Aseprite. Tools? No. Commands? Change brush? I'm gonna change the brush size. Okay, decrement size is minus. So I guess it's like... Okay. It's about the right size. There. Okay. So we'll do one there, one there. Just like getting the key points. So this is going to be like that. God, that is such an awkward, like, spot. All right. Let's make this Boop. Boop. We're kind of doing this shape, right? Should just be a straight line there. And this should be just be basically down. He's gonna have big old honking feet, right? Oh. Okay, so this is too big. Oh. Dang it. Make smaller. That looks too high. There. I need to fix all of this mess. So the knee joints are actually smaller. Like the hip and knee joints are actually pretty small. You're not going to be able to see that hip joint from that side anyways. This is a little bit of like a spindly body. It's not a big burly manly body. It's a little robot body. Those are kind of what, like this shape. That's way too wide now. Okay. So that's way too wide. That means this shoulder needs to come down even more. I think I want to take this whole arm and just kind of shift it down. There. This, just in general, is how I tend to do pixel art, is I tend to like sculpt it like it's clay, right? So I like add a little bit on and then scrape it away until it looks like it's the right shape. With sculpting, you kind of want to start with more than you want to end up with, like with more material, so that you can like refine the shape a little bit. This shoulder should be like here. Go to the lasso. I made a mess of things. Yeah, it's getting there. I can copy clause, and I am going to. Start filling this in. Guess I could use this. How big are his knees? 3 in the corners. So smaller than this. They're probably gonna be like here. Actually, I think I want this to be there. This foot feels wrong. Too far back. Alright, so he's got these big old honking feet, right? How wide are they? Does it tell me how big this is? By 20. They're 20 pixels long. Guess I could just copy it, huh? And it gives me the rough size, right? Big old clodhoppers. All right, let's refine that shape. that 20 pixels wide? Yep, okay. It's looking pretty good. Something's wrong with his butt. Now, unfortunately for this animation, I can't really use the symmetry tools. Just kind of gotta wing it. Oops. So it's like twice as much work. Alright. Looks pretty good. I dig that. This color matches this background gray color perfectly, and it's making it really difficult for me to tell when there's pixels missing. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add another layer. And I'm going to fill it with this orange. So I can see the stray pixels. Okay. Actually, this arm looks like it's too far forward now. Interesting about this is like it's almost easier to see when there's like perspective issues, because like the robotic form is so much simpler than the human body. Okay. 1 down. 7 to go. Did it put it on all 3? Oh, no, it just... let's view... Onion skin. So I should actually have this foot go down a little bit. And retaining this shape. It's going to be interesting. Let me just move this up. Yeah. Did that completely get rid of the onion skinning? Okay, so if I want to see onion skinning, I have to turn off that background layer. And even then, onion skinning with multiple layers is gross. What does that do? Ooh. I like that. I'm getting kind of antsy and bored. I think I'm going to stop there. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out, chatting. See you next time.